A mass of individuals with red noses and faces shrouded in white paint slipped Saturday on Washington. They lifted signs announcing Jokester Lives Matter and blurbs enriched with doctored pictures of President Trump. Additionally, exceptionally noticeable were various pictures of a wild-haired man using an axe. One was put on an American banner. No, this wasn't a scene out of American Horror Story or a social affair of devotees of the hit film It. The event was a walk close to the Lincoln Memorial as scores of aficionados of the Detroit-based rap amass Insane Clown Posse known as Juggalos challenged the FBI for marking them as a pack. The Juggalos, named after the 1992 melody The Juggla, are the savagely given devotees of the rap twosome and its image of horrorcore, a subsort of hip bounce punctuated by grim topics. Think Deadheads, Beliebers or Swifties, however much more raucous. ICP, as the gathering is regularly known, has sold around 7 million collections, and has had its name marked on things extending from activity figures to caffeinated drinks. Since 2000, the gathering has secured a boisterous multi-day celebration, the Gathering of the Juggalos, where party and rowdiness are energized. The occasion even brags its own medication bazaar called The Bridge. Deadly medication overdoses, battles and captures have punctuated past celebrations. In front of Saturday's walk, concerns were raised, to a great extent through web-based social networking, that the Juggalos would conflict with the mother of all rallies, a master Trump gathering. Be that as it may, dissent pioneers said the walk was centered exclusively around demonstrating quality in numbers and changing view of ICP's fan base. In the course of recent years, our lawful group has heard declarations and reports from Juggalos everywhere throughout the country who have lost guardianship of their kids, been let go from employments, denied access into the military, and the most widely recognized outcome, being formally named as a pack part by law requirement offices for wearing Juggalo-related apparel or shaking at least one Juggalo tattoos, ICP wrote in an announcement on the walk site. The reputation of the gatherings has driven the majority of the general population observation encompassing ICP and its devotees. Recordings from the celebrations have delineated participants tossing rocks and brew bottles at entertainers, and included bear fans with painted confronts wrestling and drenching each other with Faygo, a brand of soda mainstream in the Midwest. Composed Wired senior essayist Brian Raftery in a 2010 component, ICP's following is made up for the most part of youthful white men from common laborers' foundations. They tend to feel that they've been misjudged untouchables their entire lives, regardless of whether for being overweight, looking peculiar, being poor, or notwithstanding for simply preferring ICP in any case. For them, the gathering is a place they can be acknowledged, an inclination strengthened by the consistent serenades of the Juggalo philosophy family. Nonetheless, an ascent in criminal conduct has been associated with Glad Juggalos, including a shooting that injured a couple in King County, Washington, in 2011. The episode drove the Justice Department's National Gang Intelligence Center to group them as an inexactly sorted out half-breed pack. Law authorization authorities in no less than 21 states have recognized criminal Juggalo subsets. Most violations submitted by Juggalos are sporadic, scattered, individualistic, and regularly include basic strike, individual medication utilize and ownership, frivolous robbery, and vandalism, the report states. Nonetheless, open source announcing proposes that few Juggalos are shaping more composed subsets and taking part in more posse-like criminal action, for example, lawful offense attacks, burglaries, thefts, and medication deals. Person-to-person communication sites are a prominent movement for Juggalo subculture to impart and extend. Two Maryland Juggalos in 2014 were accused of endeavored kill for attempting to cut and consume an ICP tattoo off their flatmate's arm since they felt he was never again steadfast. Prior this year, a Wisconsin Juggalo was condemned to over 3 years in jail for hacking off a lady's pinky finger with a cleaver, notwithstanding endeavoring to close up the injury with a blowtorch when an auto cigarette lighter neglected to work, and drinking her blood to respect another Juggalo who had passed away. The arrangement was to eat the finger later. Crazy Clown Posse had irately criticized the group arrangement, The pair sued the Justice Department and FBI, in a suit that has been rejected. The American Civil Liberties Union even ventured in, documenting a suit for the gathering's sake in 2014. The Juggalos are battling for the essential American appropriate to openly express their identity, to assemble and share their valuation for music, and to talk about issues that are imperative to them without dread of being unjustifiably focused on and hassled by police, Michael J. Steinberg, lawful chief of the Michigan part of the ACLU, said in an announcement. A straightforward movement stop for a broken taillight can, and has, brought about a generally well-behaved, dedicated, tax-paying native being put on a neighborhood or state rundown of posse individuals just to display their Juggalo pride, ICP composed on the web. Being marked a pack part can be a perpetual stain on a person's life, since it will come up in a straightforward individual verification each and every time that individual is applying for an occupation, endeavoring to embrace a tyke, join the military, or endeavoring to secure lodging. Their name may fly up as being group partnered, regardless of the possibility that that individual has never been accused of any sort of wrongdoing. A show from Insane Clown Posse was booked to top the day's challenge.